Wow, God bless you. My name is Commander CSI. They call me the Talking Spirit. I just want to use this opportunity to talk to some of us about the altar. I've written a lot of books on altar, how to deal with altar, forces behind the altar and sacrifice. So we have a lot of things I've written about the altar. And sometimes I sit down and I see this sweet island called Trinidad and Tobago. I begin to see how people suffer here. And I discover that part of the suffering is because of only one thing: evil altars that has been at play or that has been released over them. I have some Bible passage to quote to you, but on a nutshell, let me just tell you this about evil altar and about the altar. Now, you need to understand that altars are raised for one purpose or the other. And it's unfortunate that people that raise the altar don't even know the future plan of what they have done. They don't know that. You need to know that first. Altars are raised to solve momentary problems, but these momentary problems have a future complication or future complications or future complication problems. And that is why we need to know that they raise this altar and witchcraft is involved to solve immediate solution, but not a long-term solution. So it will complicate everything that you are doing. And that is why time doesn't solve spiritual problem. Time complicates spiritual problem. You need to understand that. Many of you are just a victim of what has been in existence. And that is why God called me to root out some certain things. But when we start rooting out those things, some people will think that we are practicing witchcraft when we decide to root out and pull down, as the Bible said in the book of Jeremiah. Some will say, this man is practicing witchcraft. And once you are born, once saved is saved forever. Who told you that once saved is saved forever? Haven't you heard about Judas Iscariot? Judas Iscariot was saved by Jesus. Was he saved forever? I don't think you will make it at the end. You know, you are not a judge, but you have to know that there are some things that have complicated your life, complicated your future, and you need to deal with it. And many people are suffering because of these altars. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about altar. Altar are, places where troubles can troubles can stop or troubles can multiply. Your church altar can multiply trouble or can stop problem. So altars are placed in a place to either stop problem or create problem. Altars are placed, sacrifices are made. When they come with sacrifices to the altar, what the altar receives is blood. They carry the flesh to eat, or you carry the flesh and do. Altar don't need anything than blood. But there are altars that doesn't require blood. Some altar require your soul. Some altar require your soul to tie you to the spirit realm. So time will not permit me to teach you some of those things. But altar require blood. And today, there are a lot of altar that is speaking against you that you don't know. The Bible says, they that know their God shall be strong and do exploit. Now, the blood is not even the most important thing, but is what you say in the altar become the Lord over the altar. Because there are blood everywhere, there are blood of cow and goat and all that. But what you say, some people go to altar, they don't talk. That altar is deaf and dumb. It's what you tell the altar that the altar will do. So whatsoever thing you do in the altar is what the altar is doing. So if you don't deal with the altar by the power of spoken word, you are still making a very big mistake. So a lot of altars that is working against us, we need to speak to those altars. Now let me tell you this. Altars are where spiritual authorities are housed. An altar also is where witchcraft authorities are also hiding or hatched. And witchcraft is the ones that execute things on negative altars. You need to understand that. There are three powerful spirits that operate within an altar. Now, there is one they call the ruler spirit, the familiar spirit, which is the and witchcraft spirit. The ruler spirit is the one in charge, is the power that dictates. But witchcraft spirit and familiar spirit is the ones that take record. They give information for this thing to work. It's just like a secretary of the family. He's just taking record, runs the minute, run what happened in the family. So you need to stop that spiritual secretary. And the consequences of who will succeed and who will not succeed is on that secretary, being the familiar spirit. And now the witchcraft spirit is the one that brings the destruction. Now, witchcraft do not just come to you as witchcraft. Witchcraft operates in absolute hostility. Now, it goes by manipulation and creates circumstances that will make you become a victim of the pattern that has been existing in the family. So that there will be a reason why that you should be held bound and being controlled in that place as a lawful captive. Because they will consider you to have broken the laws. And that is what the witchcraft does. That is what witchcraft is still doing. He creates a situation and brings somebody into bondage and bring you into a point that you become a toe that you don't know that you have been a toe. And what is happening to you, he will bring 15 years back to continue to torment you until there is a solution. And some of us, we go for solution and complicate it, because witchcraft will follow you to make sure you complicate your situation. Every family have a witchcraft spirit. Every family. What you consider family witchcraft may not be what I consider witchcraft. I consider the activity, I look at the activities, I look at what is going on, and I know that witchcraft is involved. There are a lot of things that you have been doing for a long time, and you never know that what is killing you is witch. And you have been praying that witches should die for a long time. And why are they not dead? Why are they not dead? Because there is a pattern. Now, it's like airport, the pilot, and the aircraft. Airport, pilot, aircraft. Now, the pilot is useless without the airport, without the aircraft. And the aircraft is useless without the airport. Do you get this now? The pilot is useless without the aircraft. And the aircraft is useless without the airport. Are you getting this now? So this is like, now, if you take me now and take me inside the plane and take me to the corporate and tell me to fly, I will just press a button, all of us will die. Because of what? I am not trained. I am not trained. I am not. So that is what we have to understand. The airport is useless without an aircraft and no pilot. The plane will become a toy. I'm trying to create an impression in your mind. Now, the busy environment where you are now, there may not be airport. So if there is no airport here, there will be no plane that will land here. For an aircraft to land in this place, there will be an airport. So if a plane land here now, there will be crying. There will be serious catastrophe. What will happen when a plane land here now will be unimaginable, because there is no airport. Now, listen to me. Witchcraft, the craft is a satanic system in which the one practicing it, practicing the system operate. So the witch here is a pilot. The craft here is the plane. Now, for them to move, they must move together. The plane and the pilot must move together. One will not move without each other. Now, the pilot is the witch and the plane is the craft. The two of them will not take off until the control tower, the spirits. The altar is the control tower, is the airport where you have the control tower. So what happened is that every pilot has to file into what is happening in the altar, how he's going, and when to take off and when to land. So the control tower is the one that tells the pilot move or don't move. Now, when he's moving and say stop, there is one coming, he has to stop. So that is why they call it control tower. So altar is a control tower that control the taking off and the landing of every spirit. So I want to let you know that from today, as you are hearing the sound of my voice, make up your mind. Make up your mind to deal with this pattern and this altar. Because I have seen sometimes plane is moving around because the control tower is telling him don't land. He controls. So there are altars that control spirits in your family. If you destroy that altar and which decide to land, there is nothing to land at. So you need to deal with the altar so that every witch will be crash landing. So when I deal with this altar, when poverty is coming, there is no longer control tower that will tell poverty to come. So that poverty have to land crash. So every system of witchcraft, every witch coming to you will land crash. Every poverty coming will land crash. Every kind of evil coming will land crash, because there is no longer a control tower. Come on, somebody. Are you hearing me? Now, I want you to know quickly that no witch have authority over you. And every attempt they will have to land, they have to crash land. I am standing as an authority here, right now, right here, to command every altar that is speaking against your life, against your family, in the name of Jesus, to land crash in the name of Jesus. System is changing right now. System is changing right now. Try as much as possible and call me on this number. Call me on this number 7470. Don't forget 470 6444 470 6444, so that I can speak to that altar and destroy it. That is a control tower, so that things can work for you. I just want to tell you that every altar in your family will no longer operate. As you hear my voice, they will begin to land crash. I will pull down it. I will root things out. I will frustrate the kingdoms of darkness. I will make sure you climb the ladder of success. Am I speaking to you? If I'm speaking to you, make sure you call me 470-6444, because it's the altar that is responsible for anything in the family. Why are people repeating history? Because they are inside the mold. Because you are inside the mold is repeating. Everybody is going the same way. Everybody is in the same pattern. It will never be like that again. It will never be like that again. I am standing here as a commanding commander, and I command it to be destroyed. Now, look at the pattern of poverty. Look at the pattern of poverty in your family. Your effort is not producing results. It doesn't matter the degree and the university you went to. You are always coming out to say, I beg to apply. I beg to apply. You become a beggar. You can't do anything. I prophesy that from today, you can have PhD and look as if nothing is happening around your life. That family pattern of poverty has to be broken. I have seen a lot of pattern of poverties in this country, and I just want to stand in the name of Jesus to deal with them. I have a lot of things to tell you, but I have a book, The Mystery. This one is prayer album. Get this copy of this book anytime, any day. It will help you. It will help you. Now, I want to tell somebody, you are not poor because you come from a poor family. But you are poor because you have a family that have a pattern of poverty. Because you carry in your DNA of your father. So you are part and parcel of an altar. So that is why poverty is coming up every day. Even though you are born again. Even though you are born again. You know, sometimes I quarrel with those that preach. And you know what? I've been preaching, I've been talking about deliverance and altars and a lot of things for a long time. But some people will just begin to tell you, when once you are born again, all things has passed away. What get born again is your mind. All things still remain. You need to deal with it. Go and look at Jesus and Lazarus. Lazarus come out. And Lazarus come out. But Lazarus need people to lose the grave clothes. Many of you are moving around. You have come out here, born again. But grave cloth is holding you. And that is why that pattern need to be dealt with today. So my name is Commander CSI. I just want you to deal with this evil pattern and your life will no longer remain the same. Pay attention to what I'm telling you. Listen, because there are issues in your life that we need to deal with now through the altar. My name is Commander CSI. They call me the Talking Spirit. I hope this short message of 16 minutes have been a blessing to you. Poverty is a pattern. Lack, barrenness is a pattern. Now, I want you to look back into your family. Look back into your family. What is happening there that have happened before? There are some level of poverty, level of unmarried people, level of your mother have children with 7 men, and now you have had from 2 men. If you don't deal with that pattern, you will make your own 14. I want you to know that. I want you to know that. I have seen people that make money at the age of 23. Build house, have houses at the age of 40, 45. They sell them and they become poor forever. Because it's a pattern that the altar is speaking against you and saying you will be poor. Many of you have money today. You have car today and you think, go and look at your family. Some of you, your father work in oil company. Now oil company, Petrotreb is closed. Look at the families. Poverty is ravaging everybody because there is a pattern. I want you to look back, look into your family and come for this program. I will continue to talk about this. And I'll be in San Fernando today. I'll be in San Fernando speaking about this. Get our book, The Mystery of the Altar. Get our book, Altar and Witchcraft, and know what it is all about. God bless you. My name is Commander CSI. I just want to say to you, Asante, Maranatha, Onye Wanya Nabia, Shalom. God bless you. Bye for now.